It's time for ignition and straight up automobile pimping.
Dude, where's my car?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of the Dude, Where's My Car podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and I have my lovely, lovely work husband, Mr. Tony Hung, next to me. Across from me again. Sorry. It's
across today. Today's across.
Yeah, together we're playing footsies again today. I can't wait, brother. I missed you. It's been a week. I miss you. How are you, bro?
I'm good. I'm excited for this one as well.
Yeah, me too.
I get back into my normal position, my normal seating arrangement. I get all the space again.
Yeah. It made me nervous sitting in the other position before because I was like...
Shoulder touching shoulders.
Yeah, and I'd being the cream, I don't know. I'd rather be the biscuit. I'd rather be the biscuit of the Oreo, you know what I'm saying?
I think let's get on with it.
Well, I'm glad to know you're okay. But today, Tony, and everyone tuning in, I have someone very special on today. And I say special a lot, but I really mean it this time. I have someone awesome on the potty today. Her name is Loz, and she has one of the coolest Subarus, in my opinion, kicking around Sydney, if not New South Wales, if not Australia. She's done a lot of work to it, and she's been in the car scene for, I'm not going to put any words in her mouth, probably quite a few years, but I've seen this girl work her ass off in car clubs. I've seen her around the bit. She knows how to drive hard, and she's also had a bit of heartbreak when it comes to a car as well. So today, none other than Loz, man. How you going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really, 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 really good. What do you think of the podcast studio?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's different, but I love it. Yeah.
Thank you. It's awfully raw, as you can tell.
Yeah, it's very niche.
Yeah.
It's very DIY.
Yeah.
Backyard style.
We built this in 5 minutes. Like,
I couldn't tell.
but you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
So this was good enough
It's
for
great.
us. But thank you. Thank you for coming as well.
It's all right. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you. You're a Northern Beaches local, so it felt natural to bring you on here and actually have a yarn with you and talk about your journey and your experience with cars and I suppose just chat normal bullshit about cars and what's going on today too.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
But yeah, tell us, Dudette, tell me a little bit more about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? What car do you drive? Tell me the whole story.
Yeah, so obviously I'm Loz. I'm not actually in the beaches. I'm in the North Shore, so...
Were you in the beaches?
For 2 years.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But like years ago, so
Okay.
we don't really count it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I drive the infamous Phat. So her name is Cherry.
Phat Cherry.
I couldn't pick one name, so I had to pick two.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had her since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
She has put me through a lot of pain, but also a lot of good memories, which I love. I probably spent a stupid amount of money on it.
Yes.
Like, too much.
You're at the right table.
We'll go in depth with that one.
Because we too have also spent a ridiculous amount of money on cars that arguably should have gone to a house.
Yeah, I honestly would have had a house deposit by now.
Yeah. Look, you could have gone on an awesome holiday to Europe maybe.
No, but I'm stuck with this piece of shit Japanese car.
Well, I'm keen to learn more about this unique Japanese car.
Yep.
I think it's a pretty cool deal. Whilst there are many, I guess some would agree, Foresters out there,
Yes, yeah.
I think there's only a few that really make a statement. And I really mean that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of generic ones. This, in my opinion, just the color of it, what you've done with it, the name, I think it's awesome. So tell me, I want to go back to the start. How did it actually come into your life? How did you know this is the car?
So I've had a few Subis before I had Phat, but it was actually because of my friend Harry is the reason why I got into Foresters. I saw his and I was like, no, that's something I want. So, and one of them came up the next week on Marketplace and it was pretty much stock. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a go. may as well. Bought it and dropped about $4,000 on parts the next week. And obviously I had to get a plate for it, and I couldn't think of anything, but I was like, I just want to make this car fat. And I was like, yeah, that'll go. I was like, that'll go. Yeah, and I've just put myself more out there with the scene, getting to know a lot more people, and working on cars especially, because I never grew up around it.
Yep.
So I've been relying heavily on friends and YouTube to teach me things.
Dude, that's humble.
Yeah.
I love that shit. YouTube is like our father. So like I'm so here for it, man.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. So you didn't have any like, I get like family who were into cars that
No.
allowed you to be in the cars.
Not at
Fucking
all.
represent, dude. I'm fucking right there with you. I didn't have an amazing father who owned a workshop.
No, I came from a farming family.
Yes.
So yeah, we got to play around with like the farm trucks and stuff, but no, we would never mod cars. So
Is that where the passion started to come from? The farm trucks and tractors?
I think
Or
it was,
fixing them.
Or just being around the tools and getting stuff working?
I think it started when me and my cousin decided to learn manual at 14.
Yes.
So we went up this huge hill, probably a 45-degree angle, and we were like, we don't know what to do. So we just sent it up there. Got stuck halfway, nearly hit a few cows. Yeah.
This is all the farm stuff, right?
Yeah.
Stuff I don't understand.
Yeah, a bit of livestock, mate. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
49 cents a head. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Man, I can teach you about farm stuff any day you want. Not a lot of people know this, for example. Here's a little fun fact for you about cattle farmers. And it does happen with a lot of other livestock too. Maybe you can attest to this. A lot of people think that a cow or a calf is born, and then that calf stays on a farm until they get very, very old and very, very big, and then they go off to the abattoir. That's not true. Some farms do that, but what actually happens is it works in cycles. So a calf is born, that farmer and their land, it's their job to get that calf born up to a certain kilo, and then it goes on to the next farm. And that farm's job is to get it to 200 to 300. And then it goes off to another farm. It goes from 300 to 400. And it keeps going up and up and up and up. I'm just trying to label it very simply for you. And then it goes to the abattoir. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, shout out to all the farmers out there. Love you.
Thank you, farmers.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Appreciate your work. Right here with you. That's a good point though. So going back and like, I don't know if were you fixing the tractors or mucking around with them? No.
No, just driving stupid.
Okay.
That's all we did on the farm.
I was waiting for it, Dan. Thank you. The only reason why I asked that is because you said you bought the Foz and then you spent like $4,000 on mods, but you said you had Subis before that.
Yes.
What are the Subis before that, and were you modding those as well?
To what I could, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were not turbo or anything fun, but I had an Impreza before that, and that was my little baby. I was like, oh, I'll give modding a go, see what I can do myself and actually learn a car before I decide to put money into a turbo car. Yeah, that was fun.
What was the first Subi?
I had a Forester before that too, non-turbo, and then I purchased another one of them. So I've had like 4 in total.
So Subaru should be sponsoring you.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I did start off with a Mazda 2 though. That was not proud.
Oh, what year model?
2008.
Yeah, buddy.
I sent that around a Kuna. My dad was so mad at me.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever crash them?
No, never crashed a car.
Really?
Oh, well, one like 2 weeks ago and it wasn't mine. So I was like...
Oh, that doesn't
well,
count.
I felt bad, but yeah.
You allowed to say that on air, I assume?
Yeah.
Like you cut,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, yeah, he knows about it. We've already fixed it.
Okay, cool. So what is... I gotta ask, what's the love of Subaru? Why?
Yeah.
The sound. It's got to be the sound. I don't know, I don't know if it's like this for you guys, but if you get in a car, you just feel like you get excited. Mm-hmm. Some people it's with a different brand, but with me, it's Subaru. Like every time I get in one, I'm so excited. I want to like rip everything apart and see what's under there. Yeah, so I'm more excited to see my friends with Subis than I actually am of like actually keen to see them more than the car.
She says
She
it how
wants
it
to
is.
see the cars, not,
Yeah.
not the people.
I'm like straight to the car, like, oh, what have you done to it now?
Are you really good at remembering people's number plates, not their names?
Yeah, that's the first thing people ask me.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, do you know this person? I'm like, what's their plate number?
She told you she doesn't remember the people, she remembers the car. She cares about the car more.
Yeah. That's why she's so good at events.
Yep.
Plate check.
These plates coming, these plates. Are these plates coming?
Who the fuck? I told you to fuck off. Look, I've just got to ask, only because you would have heard this 1,000 times, and I feel like we've tried to clear this up in this podcast in a few earlier episodes.
Are you supporting Race and Mario?
Yeah, 100%. I'm supporting all Subaru people right now.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, they cop a lot of heat
Yeah.
for braking.
Yep.
So, like, why? I always want to know this. What is the appeal? You're saying you feel connected to the car. I understand that, but what's the appeal?
They're just easy to work on. In my opinion, I think they're easy to work on. And parts availability in Australia is a lot better than a lot of other brands. So we don't have to wait like months and months for something to come in. We can literally just go to DC Jap and buy it there, come back and put it on. So I think it's just the ease of access and the amount of information that's out there, and also the community too.
Yeah,
It's a big community.
there's a shitload of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's a different world, like, especially the Forester community. People are just so good.
Yeah,
So if you need anything, they're right there and they'll come over and help you. So I don't know any other,
people who would do that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Never had that in another one.
Car communities and groups on Facebook are like one of those interesting things, and I attest to what you're saying, because they're not only massive for Subaru, and there's different like you've got the Hills crew, you've got 86 BRZ Club, you've got all those people, but then like the spin-off series, but then the spin-off series has like 6,000 to 10,000 people in it, and you're like, what? What? It's like massive. The amount of love and support for what you guys are doing is insane. The only thing I've ever seen like it, and this will maybe blow your mind or not, the Nissan Navara. I beg you, please, anyone listening to this, go Nissan Navara on Facebook. You have never seen a bigger community for a platform ever in your life. And they will come running from the other side of the world just to come help you, because I'm assuming that they're just plagued with problems. So there's a fix for everything.
Yeah.
But like the nicest people as well. It's really surprising, because you go to the Hilux crew or the Isuzu or the Colorado, it's kind of like a lot of snakish or like bad mouthing and all the usual crap that you'd probably find with keyboard warriors, right? Not the Nissan Navara Club. No. They're there to help you. They're flying like Superman to come help you and be your side. It's fascinating. Anyway, so I should just share that with everyone. But do you agree with that?
I think so. There's groups out there where it's like heaps of keyboard warriors, but then there's like, as you're saying, the off groups, and it's like the loveliest people. And like you're saying, you say there's a problem, I'm like, I'll come tomorrow, help you out. We're like, I need this done. Random dude will be like, yeah, I'll come help you do it. So there is.
You're on the four-wheel drive cruise though, right? With the orange collie.
Yeah. There's heaps.
Yeah.
There's heaps of them. But most of the time, unless you find the good ones, it's a lot of keyboard warriors, haters out there, throwing shade, giving you shit. It might be like one of the newest guys who just bought his four-wheel drive. He asked some simple questions, and then like some old 50-year-old was like, searching in the search bar or some shit, and then it's like, it's already been nice several times. Go look it up. But it's like, he's in there to ask a question. Just help the young fella out.
Yeah. Poor bastard. I do feel bad for the youngins that do get on there. Like, they're coming on. SV6 owners have got to be the worst, eh? It's like, oh, am I going to buy this exhaust?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this kid's about to cop it.
Yeah. You see, you know it's coming, and then you look down the comment section, hundreds, like you're like, oh man, he's copped it.
Oh, it's brutal.
He's taking a beating.
It is brutal. Do you find that a lot? Not just in groups, but just in general. Like, do you think there's like a lot of keyboard warriors or just people who got shit to say and they
hide behind the screen?
they're just
Yeah.
sheep?
Yeah, there's a few people and clubs that I know
Yeah.
that do that.
Yeah.
So I've had my fair share in a few years.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, we can dive into a little bit later, but let's get back into the cars, right? Let's get back into your journey because I think, look, I do love the Subaru platform, maybe because I have to. I work for Pro Speed, so it comes naturally. No, I do. I think they're cool. Unequal or equal length headers?
Unequal.
Why?
Because I have it and it's awesome. Yeah, no. It depends if it's 2 litre or 2.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it makes a different noise,
Yeah.
like a different note, but
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
wow.
So
Like, okay.
I think unequal's better for 2.5.
Mm.
And I'm always 2.5 to heart. So
But you're the expert. Why? Is there actually power gains?
I don't think so. I think it's just sound.
Yeah.
I've got no idea. I don't really look into. I actually haven't done my headers yet, so it's a fun fact.
Really? There may have been a shipment that just arrived.
Please don't. I'm already in debt from this car.
There might also be a sale happening as well.
Not even kidding. There's a PSR sale on right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But you can come talk to me anytime you like, so don't worry about that. So with the Subaru platform and where you're at now, when the FOS came to being, how did you, like, do you map it out, like all the mods you're going to do, or are you like a very rambunctious, like mindset associated person where you just like ad hoc, I'm going to buy this, it's on sale, or do you have it all together and you're like, this, no, I've got a plan?
At first, I did have a plan to do it in stages,
Yeah.
just for the financial sake. So first part went amazing. Did my first little stage, and that was just a top mount. What else did I do? A new radiator, because that blew, and a few other little bits and pieces. That was my first little go.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, it's just been me doing it as soon as my car dies. So I'm like, oh, what's happening now?
That may have happened a few times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably about 2 or 3 times. My last one was the most major one.
Yeah.
So I just went big or went home
Okay.
and spent a lot of time, had the car off the road for 3 months. So that was a big build.
Do you do the work yourself?
No, I get my mate Zach to help.
Okay.
He's a really good friend of mine and also a mechanic.
Okay.
So he'll essentially do the bigger stuff. If I can't do it at mine, he'll drop it into the shop and do it. And then I'll come over and give him a hand as well.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you're not afraid to turn a wrench, basically?
No,
Yeah.
I've pulled out my boyfriend's engine with him. 8 p.m. on a Sunday, we were like, we need this car tomorrow.
That's bold.
Yeah, had to go pick up an engine crane, so that was
Yeah, that's where a mechanic comes in handy. You got this handy?
we didn't do that. We called off a mate.
Oh,
Picked it up in my FOS actually.
okay.
The crane fits at a FOS, FYI to anyone. Yeah, got it all back together.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to think about that date again. That was the worst.
I do. I want to bring it up. I want to know about it.
It started off with ordering the wrong parts.
Ooh.
So
Out of curiosity, where'd you get those parts from?
Pro Speed.
That's good to know. I love criticism and customer feedback.
It was a bit 50-50 both ends. So yeah. But it's fine. It's in the past.
What was it? What was the part, if you don't mind me asking? I'm curious.
It was headers.
Really? Fuck, that's not good.
So I haven't done it on mine. I don't want the same problem.
PSR headers as well?
I think so.
Oh.
Oh, no, NVIDIA. I think it was NVIDIA.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it was a mistake from either getting twin or single scroll. That was a problem.
Yep. I don't actually give out parts, so I don't deal with the sales side.
None of his business. None of his. He just works there. That's all he's saying.
Hey, dude, I market it, you buy it, we sell it.
He's blaming it on the warehouse.
I walk through the warehouse, I say hi to the boys, and then I'm in the office. I have no control over the stock that goes in and out of that place. You said stage 1 before. Like, debatable topic, but we obviously don't do things here in Australia by stages, right? Like
Yes.
like a workshop wouldn't go, this is stage 1.
Yeah.
Although, would we all agree at this table that maybe a stage 1 is like a catback, an air intake, and a tune, maybe some other supporting mods, but would you say that's stage 1?
Well, yeah, that was my stage for
Yeah.
one.
Oh, I'd say it depends on what you're basing off.
That's
As in, like, performance, or you're talking about handling, or you're talking about looks?
performance.
So just
Like
engine
power?
Yeah.
specific.
Power? Yeah, I'd say around that.
Yeah.
Air intake, catback, or even the headers and tune.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing a tune, you may as well do the whole lot.
Yeah, you may as well do the headers. I would definitely agree
Do
with
the
that.
full system, and then you just get to tune it once.
Yeah. I can't wait to tune that MX-5. Anyway, different story. And then stage 2 would be like start like upgrading engine internals, which I think is a necessity for a Subaru.
Yeah.
Like cam, which cam's not stage 2, is it? Cam's like stage 3.
It really depends what the shop wants to sell you, I'd say. Like, if your clients are ready for it, then you should do stage 1 basic, stage 2, you upsell it a little bit more. Or you could be like, stage 2 is where you should just be at, and then stage 3 is like, just blow your money out. Well, that's stage 4. Stage 3 is forced induction, stage 4 just go all out.
Yeah.
No end to my pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know? You said you learn a lot off YouTube, which I love.
Yeah.
I love that. Who's your favorite YouTuber or YouTubers?
I actually don't watch a specific one.
Yeah.
I'll go to the
The big how-to.
not more like the random guys that are filming from their phone. There's not really any sequence to it, but that's where you find the good stuff. That's how I've learned to work on cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a reel, or still YouTube?
Still YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But it's like the
So
more
it's like a
generic one.
25-minute unedited, uncut video. It makes no sense, but the information is there.
you can hit play pause on the spacebar with the laptop next to you. You're doing the same thing.
Oh, it's so grainy. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I think it was filmed back in like 2008 sort of video.
Yeah, I love that though. That is OG.
Yeah.
Dude, I would spend hours and hours of my time. I don't know about you. Hours of my time, especially when it was like car specific. If I wanted to know something specific about suspension or whatever, I would just feed on that YouTube and just watch like 5 different versions of the same, could have been the same part from the same brand. I just want to know how to do it right because I wanted to do it myself. And it's amazing how like 50-50 it is. 50% of the time, you're like, that's bang on, that's awesome. And then the other 50% of the time, you're like, this has got to be fake. This is bullshit. This didn't work at all. Why does that not look the same? There's no screw hole there.
Yeah. That's really how it goes.
And I used to froth donut media, right? I used to froth those vids.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Don't know why. It just really worked for me.
Yeah, doesn't. His love for donut media is next level.
I was
It is.
actually watching Ken Block last night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was...
RIP, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was like, this is why I love Subaru. Like, just some of the stuff he does, it's crazy.
I know.
Man, all the stuff he did was...
I think that's also why I love Subaru so much.
Idols like that.
Because, well, it's more like getting all drives to do stuff that they're not meant to be doing. Like, I want to do that with mine. Because you see it from all these front wheel drives, like, and you just want something a bit different out there.
Yep.
So I want to be able to send it around corners. I want to do all this dumb stuff, not just roll racing, dry racing, that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, totally. I agree
Yeah.
with that. That's why, like, I really appreciate all the skid pan work and stuff that the Subaru stuff puts on, because a lot of the haters would probably automatically be like, well, why are you even bothering? Like, what's the point with that all-wheel drive car? You're like, well,
Until you get in there.
Yeah.
You don't realise how fun it is.
yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you see like a big mum wagon
Yeah,
spinning on a wet pan.
I'm so for it. So Ken Block really, like, resonates with you and all the stuff they did?
Yeah. Just all of his videos and seeing what he actually does and how much passion he had for Subarus, because he obviously started with that. Like, just, just inspires you a bit.
Did you froth like Hoonigan and all the love that those guys put into the work, like all the videos and all the stuff that they were doing with Subarus. I forget the guy from Nitrous Circus. What's his name again?
Don't challenge me with names.
Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember this guy's name. Oh fuck, it's gonna kill me. People think I'm gonna be a fucking retard for not remembering this guy's name. But he drives Subarus as well. The guy from Nitrous Circus. The motocross rider. Ex-motocross rider.
Yeah, I know the motocross, but I don't know the guy that drives Subarus.
Travis Pastrana.
But that's it, thank you.
Oh,
Pastrani sandwich.
yeah. Yep.
Like, thank you. Thank you. It's a long day. Yeah, do you watch like Travis Pastrana and all those guys? Is that like the same format or not?
Not all the time, really. Like, I don't... It was mainly just...
Ken.
Block. Like, I don't know, you just feel good when you watch him.
Just the way he drives, and it's like...
He just doesn't care.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to
Yep.
not care.
Well, speaking of, like, have you ever tracked the Foz?
Not yet. I was meant to be doing it with you guys last year, but my car blew
That's right.
a week before. So, yeah.
Were we out on a cruise one night? Was that like I don't know if that was the night before it happened. I feel like you were out one time and we were talking about tracks, and we're out at Sydney Olympic Park. And I remember it was late and then we all went home, but I remember seeing you there. It must have happened like just after that. It had to have been.
So it was the end of last year.
Yeah.
So
Fuck, that's
in the last quarter, that's when it...
That's a dark time for you, eh? Like,
What happened?
yeah, what happened?
What happened?
Or how did the whole lot happen? It was a backstory to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a backstory.
Well, fill us in. Let's go.
Obviously, I can't name names, so
No.
I need to keep it like that. But
For our safety too. Like,
yeah. So I pretty much took it to a friend at the time to, just swap out the turbo, do some coils, really, really basic stuff.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the time or the place to do it at. Got the car back, and then the car blew out the whole tank of oil on Warringah Road, 3 minutes down from the workshop, and I was like, what is going on? It's just been fixed. Yeah, it turned out the turbo the turbo blew, oil filter, how they've got like a double seal. There's one inside and then there's one actually on the filter itself. That was double sealed. You're only meant to have one. So that just sent, oil all through the turbo, blew it. And that started my little fix of
fury.
Yeah, so that's caused a lot of problems. All my suspension was shot out from it too because it was installed incorrectly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is going well beyond performance. We're talking like everything.
Yeah. Brake lines, there was a bunch of...
What?
So there's these little H clips that are on Subaru brake lines. Yeah. Don't know if it's on other ones, but on mine it did have it. That was left off, and you need those. Yeah. Those little H brackets.
Because why? Maybe tell everyone.
You will lose brakes.
Yep.
That was handed to me in a Ziploc bag with a lot of other nuts and bolts, and I thought, it was probably just my camber bolts are in there. I'm not going to check it. Gave it to my other friend, Zach, who's the mechanic now. Gave it to him, and he calls me up and he was like, get down here. We need to do a full audit of your car. There is some stuff wrong with it.
Wow.
And it was all from that one
visit.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know where to start.
I know. I'm sorry. First off, sorry.
That's right. A lot of people don't actually know this story, so I just haven't really said anything about it.
So did it go into the workshop to fix issues? Like initially, was that the plan? Like to go into or was it to just install new stuff?
It was just the new turbo,
yeah.
Which was a direct replacement, like stock replacement. There's not a lot you can stuff up with it. The coilovers, and which pretty standard to just chuck in. Like, how do you stuff up coilovers? But apparently the springs weren't even connected to the shaft. Yeah,
it's like the easiest bit.
Yeah.
What coilovers, by the way?
Silvers.
Did you get those from Pro Speed as well? Car mods?
DC Jack. I get a discount with them like all the time. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went in to get new pots installed, and then you came out with a bunch of problems.
Yeah. 3-month off the road problems.
From that visit.
Yeah. So in that time, I was like, all right, we're just going to pull everything out, start from scratch,
Yeah.
and upgrade while we're at it.
Best
So-
decision ever.
Dude, I just want to
mate.
know how you stayed composed.
Behind the scenes, like to my close group, I was
Yeah.
losing it because that's my baby.
Yeah.
Like, I was in tears so many days because of it, and like I didn't want to come out to car meets or even do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, got my ass into gear and got the car sorted.
Well, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that it's sorted. Arguably
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, so much better.
But like, I mean, I've said before on this podcast, like, God, if I wake up to a flat tire, like, I'll kill a kid. Like, not like, obviously it's an easy fix. I'm not angry that I can't fix it. It's like
Any issue to the car, you're like,
your baby.
Yeah, you don't want anything to happen.
No.
yeah.
Like, granted, like, think about it. You never let anyone else drive the car, let alone like anything physically happening to it. That's where my mental state goes. And I keep it to myself and I try to stay composed and no kids get elbowed in the throat. But like, it's
Thank God.
not that anyone knows of, but it's like, it's, you know, I hear that. So when I hear shit like that, that really resonates with me because I'm like, oh, I would just not talk to anyone. Like,
Yeah, I definitely went down a dark hole. So,
I was going to say, because you did disappear for a while.
yeah, it was honestly just trying to get everything together for the car. I just didn't have time for anything. Didn't want to come out to stuff without my car because that is like half of me. Yeah, wasn't a lot to it, but I'm just glad she's sorted now. No parts have been touched by that person since. We went over everything with a fine-tooth comb.
You'd have to.
You would.
Like-
Yeah.
Everything in and out, up and down.
Yeah.
I'd take it all off, inspect it, clean it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like that's why I was off for 3 months. Like, we just went through everything.
Yeah.
All the measurements, everything to a certain degree. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how long did this person have this car for? Have your car, sorry.
A week and a... Oh, wait, the one...
Yeah, like
before.
when you went in. So the first time to get
First
the new
time,
coils and
probably
get
like a week and a half or 2 weeks. Because I was like, oh, it's no rush, really. Like, I've got another car.
Oh, okay. Because in my head, I'm like, how the fuck have they managed to do so much in a day?
I think it was just not qualified or they didn't know what they were doing.
No, but what I mean is just like... definitely. But in my head, I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of cause for failure. But it's like, how many parts do you have to touch within a single day? It's like, you have other cars that you're fucking up, right? So it's...
Hey, you should have seen that bag of bolts. It was full to the brim. And there were some bolts we were like, where does this even go? This is not from coilovers. So we had to check every bolt. A lot of them were loose. Just things were missing. Lines were stuffed as well. Found out my AC was the hot system, low pressure line was fully dented in as well from that.
Why? What? Why? That doesn't make any sense.
I thought about how they could have possibly done that from literally jamming my top mount intercooler in the back. And, like, I don't know with what force, but there was some force with it. Yeah.
Dad's good with the sounds today. He's
That's because we gave him shit for it. You got to be on it, bro.
Oh, man.
Anything else that stands out? Because now you're saying, like, the dents. I'm like, fuck me dead.
Oh, AC is my current thing I'm sorting out at the moment.
Wow.
So I've got to rip out all of the lines this weekend, find the fault, and then just fix it from there.
Fuck.
It's not a problem because I don't need AC, but
Well, it's getting into winter, right?
I would love to have it.
Yeah.
It is like a hot box in there. It is so hot. in
Yeah.
that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot box the fuzz.
It's happened a few times. At one of the old meets, everyone jumped in and hot boxed it.
Okay, so there's a lot of love that's gone into this car, right?
A lot, yeah.
And there's more than just what we're talking about right now, can we talk about some of the other things that have happened before, like where there's been stoppages? Did it impact you the same? And what? Because I feel like I've heard your car break down or stop before, but it's like it was fixed in no time when you were back in the limelight once again.
Yeah, the first time it broke was when I took it on a pack run when it was pretty much stock, so I was waiting for parts to come in.
Yep.
And coolant just shot out on the floor. And I think Dan was there actually for it.
I was there and I was behind you at the time.
Yeah, that was not fun. It was a coolant line that had burst, but it was just, I don't know, I just had a good group of people to help me with it. So it was really easy to fix that sort of thing. I think mainly because no one had touched it. So there was no problems to actually diagnose except for the actual mechanical fault.
Yeah.
So, but when it's, opening a can of wormholes when someone else is on it, that I don't know what they've done, that's when it gets a little bit up and down, you know.
I'm trying to get everyone on board with the idea of like, and I'll try include people who have like bought a car that's already modded in this. I really am all about just finding someone good and just sticking with them. Don't go anywhere else. Like if they've done the tune, don't go to anyone else. Like if they've done all the work and the car's good, or like even if something small happens, it's like go back to that person, man. Like they know your car inside and out. They know the history. Like, yeah. And same goes to suspension. Like it's everything. Like go somewhere where you've had it time and time and time and time again.
Yeah.
Like
That's definitely what I've learned.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my mate, Zax, he's doing that now.
Yeah.
And he actually came out with me when I got my tune done, spoke with the tuner, gave him all the insight of what he's done that I wasn't too sure of what he did.
Yeah. That's valuable information.
Yeah. So having both of them work together,
Yeah.
like, changed my whole life with the car.
Yeah. Ichiban or Pulse Tune?
Volant, actually.
Volant.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was very happy with it.
Dude, great work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man.
I would
Like,
have
go
loved to have gone to Ichiban, but I was not prepared to wait 6 months.
Yes. There's a line, isn't there?
The wait times.
Yeah. So I was like, nah.
Colin
I
also
can't.
needs his sanity at the same time too. And everyone inside that workshop, holy hell.
Yeah. Maybe like some big stuff there.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm cool. I'm keen to watch some race there. The first round of the WRX club thing is on this Sunday, right? So I'm pretty keen to watch that. Did you know that was on?
No, I didn't actually.
Well,
but
it's
I will
Subaru
be-
Heaven this Sunday at Eastern Creek.
I'll be going to that.
Yeah, round one.
Hell yeah.
Like 80 entrants racing round one.
Really?
That's gnarly. That's massive.
Guess we're going to be out there as well then.
Yeah.
We'll go check it out.
Like it's cool. They've divided it up too. So there's like, obviously the very serious, which is like your Ichiban,
Yeah.
like Sarah Harris, all that type of stuff, right? Who are going crazy. And then there's like, don't have to be timed. You can just go out there and race, like a normal track day.
Okay.
And you can go out there and you can just have a blast, and it's just a really cool thing. But it'd be wicked to be there with some fucking amazing cars there.
Okay. I wonder how that holds up to Subinats as well then.
Well, it's in the lead up to Subinats. Subinats is like,
September.
well, yeah, but it's like round 5 of this series. It always has been.
Yeah.
So like round 1 here, and then by the time you get there, Subinats will be round 5 of that WRX Super Sprint, because they just include it in on the same day.
Okay.
And that's why Subinats at the same time can be this big gigantic thing with the show and shine, but your car's there. Although arguably,
Yes.
I'm trying to get everyone I know with Subarus to race this year, not just be in the show and shine, because I think,
I want to be on the wet pan.
dude, go for it.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Let's
I
do
need
it.
to get my suspension done, like just the handling part. I'm good to go.
Let's do it.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, let's do it. But it's good though, because it means you can still do the show and shine in the morning. Because remember last time it cancels at like midday or whatever.
Yeah.
To get it ready for the wet pan.
Yeah, we've got to get in there at like 7 a.m. Something silly.
You can get in there at 5 a.m. with me if you'd like. Got to be there early. We got to be there the night before setting up. So
Oh, Lord.
Is that this weekend?
yes.
You know what else is on this weekend?
What is, mate?
The F1.
Yeah. Well, if you've
Just to
got
throw a spanner in the works.
look, if you've got KO, it's going to be on your phone. I reckon they'll probably play F1 at Eastern Creek in the TV room upstairs. So you're at a track watching a track. Being
least you won't
involved.
miss
Yeah.
Watching another track event happen.
Just trying to get prepped for your race. You're just watching Verstappen just like. So the track. So you'd be willing to do this skid pan? Would you like do the track?
I don't know if I could do both in the same day.
No, not the same day.
But I would definitely be keen for track.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're keen to have you out and get you a part of it. We want to try to do all of them. Eastern Creek is obviously just definitely the main one. But even I reckon if we broke it up and we did like the Amaru circuit, which is just the southern part of the circuit of Eastern Creek, that'd be mad. Subarus would kill it on that track, I'm just saying.
I'm down.
Yeah.
So down.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know the one thing, Tony and I were discussing this the other day? You know, it's really strange. Holden and Subaru people are like the most reliable people to do anything.
I thought that too.
If there's an event on or something small or last minute, like let's say, for example, like Dan was to throw something on and it's like, it's on in like 2 hours. I guarantee everyone who shows up is in a Subaru or a Holden.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
I think we're just excited to get out.
The car's working, so like, I just want to get
I'm
out.
still excited. The
We've
most
got one day to
reliable
work
ones.
with.
Oh, my heart goes out to all of you. No, I do find it interesting. Only just because, bringing up the tune thing before, I was trying to get back to my point before. I was like, why I brought up you should just go to the one person. I feel like it is a problem for people who own like a lot of Skylines or a lot of the old Silvias or whatever. You think about when that car got made and how many hands it's gone through to like people who own them today. Can you think about how many different tuners it's gone to in different workshops? And that's why I feel like they always have like these wiring issues or like something will be off or like it's the smallest thing, but it's the reason why their car won't turn on. And you're like, oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, I was looking through my rego book that I had for the Foz from back in the early 2000s. And there was like 10 different mechanics that worked on the car within the space of 5 years. And I looked at that and I was like, there's a problem. Spark plugs are being changed every month. Why? Like every entry had spark plugs. And I'm like,
Why does cylinder 3 have oil on the spark plug again?
That's one thing we hate as well at a workshop when it's like, my car's gone here to fix X problem, but the X problem still didn't work, so now you can't fix the X problem. I'm like, how did you leave that shop then? If they didn't fix your problem and you went in for that problem. I'm like, fuck, how are people doing it?
It must be so hard. I'm not a mechanic, obviously. I can turn a wrench, but I'm fucking nowhere near as smart as a mechanic, nor do I have the brain function of an engineer. But I'll give it a good fair whack, but never to the extent of like where I'm going to fuck the car up. Like I know my limitations.
Yeah. There's Mr. Know-it-alls out there. They know everything.
Bullshit. Know everything about every platform?
Yep.
Give me a break.
There's people out there like that. They fix everything, they know everything better than everyone else. And then you got all the problems that we see and hear.
yeah.
Sound like a keyboard warrior.
But talking about, you would take the Foz to a show and shine and to the track. So what's actually done to the Foz? You know, and run through the mods
Okay,
list or
we'll start
how it
with-
all started.
We'll start with external. I'm just going to go external, then internal. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
the easiest.
Yep.
Because it's a nice looking car.
Thank you. So it's had a imported body kit. That's front bumper, side skirts, and rear bumper, and all the extra lips and everything that came on it. Got imported in my colour actually, which was
Perfect.
very rare, and that was during COVID time, so it was an absolute steal. I've got a bird catcher of a hood scoop, which now has fins, so birds will not get destroyed. I thought about that.
I'm just trying to envisage.
As it won't, the shirt will get cut up.
through the turbo.
Honestly, I'm scared one day it will happen. I've put a full turbo back exhaust on my car.
Nice.
That
What is it?
has
We
got-
want to know details.
Tom wants to know the
Detail.
brand.
Oh, okay. So I have got. It's a little bit of a mixed match. Just the downpipe is X-Force because if anyone else has a Forester, they would know downpipes are the worst part of this car. It's just problem after problem. So I kept it as that, and then I'm running NVIDIA for the rest of it.
Nice. Good shout. Yep.
Yeah, I think that was from ProSpeed too.
In one way or another, I guarantee you it
Probably.
came from us.
And I've also put a catless up pipe with that, so I'm running no cats.
Wow.
Does that get beat?
Jeez,
Yeah, I was going to say, we're just going to give you a little beep for that bit because New South Wales Police knows that you run cats.
Okay.
We do run cats. High performance one.
Yeah. You've got like perfectly 400 cell high flow cats, right? Like that. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah.
Moving on.
And I've got some just wheels that I've gotten from my mate. Just chuck that on there. I'm not really too fussed about them. It works with the car. It's sex spec. I love it.
It's a resurging era. I love it. Yep.
Oh yeah. I also put some little eyelids that go on the top of the headlights. One of them I lost on the M7. So
You've lost.
Yeah, it just flew off.
Is it double-sided tape on?
It was sticker flexed.
So in the rear mirror, you saw this eyelid flying off.
I didn't see till the next day. So if anyone sees it on the M7, I would really love it.
Oh my god, dude's got an eyelid through his windscreen. Coming home on a Sunday road, you pow!
Oh, fuck. I thought it was too easy to make a Sikaflex joke about a Subaru. I was like, well, she was done doing a valve cover for the 15th time, so she had a bit of spare left.
My car's honestly held together with sticker flex
Yeah, most cars
and
are.
zip ties, and it's getting there. That's how it is.
Mate, I tell you what, I had to fix a Swift on Saturday, and I used a lot of Sikaflex to put that
yeah.
sump back on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry, go, continue.
Engine wise, I have got a VF48. So I've got a little spoolie boy in there.
Does it make the... What type of turbo noise does it make?
Oh, it flutters.
Yeah?
It flutters.
Or is it like a tss?
A dose.
So you can hear the turbo spooling,
Yeah.
and then hear the blow off valve,
Yeah.
and then you hear the flutter. All in one.
Got it all.
It's got
It's
it all.
the best ever.
So you took the silencer ring out and you just went ham.
That is mostly because of the pod filter.
Okay.
It's in the fender, so I get a lot of air through there.
Yeah. Nice.
Best decision ever.
Yep.
I've got a top mount intercooler. I have done the front strut brace on the top.
Yep.
So that was, yeah, that helps me
Okay.
go
yeah.
silly.
Yep.
Put a blower valve on. That was one
What
of
are the brands? I want to know brands.
GFB.
Okay, cool. Cove was happy. Yep.
Yeah. The strut brace. Don't know. It's from eBay.
Fair enough.
Yep.
With strut braces, I think they're fine from eBay. Like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Sometimes you get really lucky. Like, there's a lot of shit on eBay, but sometimes you luck out with like the best eBay part for a car, and you're like, nice.
Oh, this was $60.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was
it's
like-
video.
What a steal.
I was like, what? If I lose it, oh well.
Yeah, who cares? It's another $60.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've put a Mishimoto radiator in,
Nice.
which I'm not really a fan of.
Yeah, well,
It's leaking.
unfortunately, they decided to exit the country last year, so unfortunately, you don't get you don't get any like insurance or help anymore from Mishimoto. So
Nothing's covered under the warranty anyways.
okay.
It's lifetimes.
yeah, okay.
So it's fine. I've ported out the TGVs. What else have we done? Can't remember anything else. There's just so much stuff.
I swear to God, it's like one of the most modded Subarus,
It
and you're
is, but
sitting there like,
Because I'm like, I've done this for 4 years, and I'm like, what have I done on this car?
yeah, fair. Have you done like
the numbers don't add up.
Have you done like cams and intake stems and all that type of stuff, or
1050cc injectors. That's what I was thinking of.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
What brand?
ID.
Nice injector.
Yeah.
tanks. Okay.
Yeah, love it.
That might be what I'm throwing in the MX-5. 1050s as well.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're really good. Done the interior too, so I did a post-face conversion for all the center console, where the radio is, all of that.
Yep.
Is all post-face Forester
Mad.
conversion. Yeah, it just looks so much cleaner. Painted it this gloss black, and it looks like it came with the car.
Nice.
So
It's factory looking.
pretty
Yeah.
happy with it. Yeah.
Making that more modern, nice feel from like an old car. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And it's a silly part, but it's the hazard button on Subarus.
Okay.
You know how you can get the red ones?
No.
Well, for a JDM like one that you can get, they're like $250 just for a hazard button that is red.
Yeah.
They come stock silver. So what you don't know is you can actually just sand back the stock silver ones and there's red behind it.
No way.
Yeah.
You're giving away the secrets right now.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know, and I just sat there for an hour just sanding little bits back. Now I have a red hazard button.
And it looks good?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Looks like I paid $250 for it, but there's no way I wasn't doing that.
Nice.
Handing out little secrets.
Yeah, I like these
Yeah.
little secrets. You got any more little Subaru secrets that you can share?
Don't buy one.
Don't buy it. If you want your money, do not buy a Subaru.
If you want to be financially stable, yeah, just don't get one.
When you broke that suspension, or not you, sorry, when broke this suspension, did you get more silvers or did you change it up again?
Same ones, actually.
Okay.
So the coils didn't actually break, but they were set up completely wrong for my car, and that was causing all the drive shafts and everything to literally just pop out.
Yep.
So we just took them all out, reinstalled it properly, and now it's all sweet.
Okay, so they were fine.
Yeah, coils are fine.
Yep.
Itself, the install of it was
Yeah, shabby.
like a 2-year-old. Yeah.
We're just piecing Legos together.
Is that what you call it?
That's what some people call it. I'm just giving them their phrase to classify it. Piecing Legos together. Couple bolts, couple screws. It always goes in at the end. Yeah, those extra ones just goes into that plastic bag.
Yeah, that's your little gift from...
Just the spares. You can have fun with it. See where they go.
Upgraded brakes?
DBAs.
Yeah.
I've done T2s and also the Street Series pads.
Yep.
That was quite a few years ago, so I'm probably due for them again.
There's a sale on right now. We'll talk about it later.
I spent 3 hours stitching a steering wheel cover on, which...
Oh,
Yeah.
never done anything like that in my life. What is that
mad.
like?
Well, you just order it online with whatever material and stitching colour you want.
Yeah.
They send it to you with the thread, the tape, instructions on how to do it, and you sit there, put on some bangers, and listen to all of that, and then, yeah, just
Scream it out
Yeah.
as well at the same time.
yeah.
Is it worth? I've seen a lot on it because one of the go-to, the slogans, it's like, you protect your $2,000 phone with a case. Why don't you protect your car, steering wheel? And that got me. I'm like, do I just put an order through?
Good to know how marketing works with you, brother.
That would got me.
You wouldn't steal a succulent Chinese meal. No, I wouldn't.
And then you watch the videos of people doing it, and you're like, it's not that easy as how it looks.
No, that's why I do cashies, to do that. Yeah. I'm happy to do it for people as a cashier.
Would you do it for an MX-5?
Yeah,
Nice. I need something.
Yeah.
I need a new steering wheel.
I can do that. It's not too hard. It's just really tedious to sit there.
You said put on some bangers. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah, I just chuck on music and go at it. That's it.
Get on the sauce. Put on some bangers.
And just go cry your way through it.
Ow!
Oh, my hands were bleeding after the first round I did.
Okay, brake suspension. I feel like we barely got through engine internals. So cam? Did you say cam?
No cam.
No cam. Would you
No.
do it?
I actually am not a fan of them on my
Really?
car. If anyone else wants to do it, sure.
Like
But
any variation? Like you just don't...
I personally, I don't like it because it sounds like the Subaru's got a misfire. And that'll throw me off because if I do have a misfire, I won't know.
What's that smell? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like it was actually sounding like it was Cam the other week.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what are you doing that for? Found out one of the hoses actually fell off after the last meet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like one of our meets?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it was fine. It just popped off and I was like, okay.
Just
goes back
Straight back up. Yeah, but I wouldn't have known that if I had a Cam.
What?
So-
What? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. You know this platform back to front. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just personal preference, to be honest.
Yeah, Reese loves it. Reese is like annoyed that now after his tune, because he upgraded his cam, he got a Kelford cam. Kelford? I can't remember what we got him. Anyway, because he's got to do the run-in tune, which I'm sure you all have to do, the cam was hectic. And he loved it. He's like, oh my God, this thing's like a Holden. And then when he got the tune, it's gone because obviously they ramp it back up and they tune it to drivable series and then power. And now he's angry. He's like, oh,
He
I
wants
want to
that rough
retune. It does come down to personal preference. Same as like the equal and unequal length header thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
And titanium or stainless or raw.
titanium.
Yeah. Downpipe? The downpipe's titanium? No.
No, that's just stainless steel.
Stainless.
That's hella rusted.
Yeah.
That downpipe actually came on the car when I bought it.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Checked it over. It's fine. Nothing wrong
whatever.
with it.
Yeah.
Does its job.
There you go.
How do you deal with like all the heat issues? Have you got like heat blankets and stuff in there or?
I've got a Grimspeed metal turbo shield, so that's sitting on there. I should probably get some heat blanket that goes under the hood, but I scraped off the last one because it was the whole thing. They'd Sikaflexed it and then put like essentially padded tin foil on there.
Yeah.
Don't know why they did that.
Okay.
So I sat there for 4 hours peeling all that off. No, I haven't really done too much with the heating.
Reason why I asked you about the heating is because I'm pretty sure last time I saw you at Eastern Creek when you were trying to park, I saw you, and then you were like immediately going, I think my car's like overheating or something, and I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it was my water temp gauge that was going off its nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really should probably do something about the heating because there's a few lights on my dash at the moment. So
Oh, we just pretend they're not there.
yeah, I don't.
We
really-
wipe codes.
Yeah, I wipe and it comes back. And I was like, well,
Black tape.
it's alright.
Black tape.
Or you just take out the lights. Then you have too much effort.
Install a Haltech dash. All the lights go away. I get different lights.
Look at the flashing ones, not the solid ones.
Change gear. Okay. It's manual, right?
No,
No.
it's
Okay.
auto. Yeah.
But like you hate manuals or?
No, I actually am wanting to swap this to 6-speed.
That's expensive, right?
Yeah, that's why it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I've heard. Even like the OEM like replacement, it's fucking expensive.
Yeah, but I came across this one product that you can get. It's a hybrid 5-speed. Mm-hmm. So essentially it's got 6-speed internals in it, but it's
Okay.
5 gears. It's a lot cheaper to buy, but it's the same specifications as a 6-speed as like in regards to
Like
holding
a-
up and everything
Yeah.
with the dyno. So I was like, oh, I could do that. It's a lot cheaper to do.
Yeah.
Finding all the other parts I need, because from doing manual, like 5-speed manual to 6-speed, like easy, no problem. But doing auto, like you need everything, the whole package.
Yep.
So it'd be a big thing I want to do, but I don't think I'd get to it in the next year or so.
Yeah, fair enough. It's
I
from
have
what
to plan it.
from what I've heard, like it truly is an expensive feat. Because I don't know what this mysterious thing that you've just told me about. I've never heard of it. But even just like obviously the WRX owners who want to upgrade to
5 to 6.
that STI version, even that is like $7,000.
Yeah.
and you're like, we're not even talking about like aftermarket. We're talking about original parts from an STI, and you're like, dude, that's so much.
Yeah.
Like, do you just like strengthen the 5-speed that you've already got and just have a new 5-speed, or do you just go all out?
Well, I've got in mine. I've just got the 4-speed auto box, so it'd be ripping that out. Apparently, that's on its way out too. So it's had 252,000. It's had a good run.
That is a great run.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever had, a service on the gearbox, like, ever. Like, it's fine. Could be better.
Yeah.
Does what it needs
It'd
to
be
do.
black in
but-
there, I can guarantee it.
Oh, I don't want to look in there.
Yeah, no. Leave it with your mechanic.
Once it's out, it's out. Don't look.
Yeah, don't look.
But I'm kind of curious to know how much it's been thrashed. I definitely have put some in there, for sure.
Can you actually tell that with what you just said there? Because there's a difference between like some that don't get changed for years and years and years, right? But like what you've seen in the workshop, can you tell when something's been fucking like thrashed other than the obvious chunks of metal?
Oh, yeah. Everything you could find, what has happened to it, or you could see it.
Really? Yeah. Like clunky oil and stuff? Or?
Clunky conditions, wear, the surface of the color of the surfaces. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
You know someone's a shit manual driver or doesn't know how to drive. You can see it.
Yeah.
So is that the next thing for the car, or is there? Because that was the big job. If that's the next thing,
That would be something I'd want to plan for the next 2 years. So it's definitely on the cards.
yeah.
It's just a matter of, do I stick with this car, which I keep tossing up the last 2 years, and I keep going back to it. So I think at this point I've just put so much money into it, I may as well just go the full yards and put the box in there that I want. The engine's fine, like that's had a rebuild, so I could get quite a long time out of this car and yeah, not have to start from scratch. So
Well, the next question is like, what car would you buy next if
Yeah.
you did sell it? I swear to God, if you say Subaru.
Yeah.
no, it's not a Subaru actually.
Why?
Tantalizing, let's go. I've never heard a Subaru owner ever say that.
They will leave the platform.
I'd probably have one as just like a daily runaround.
Yeah.
But I would love to import a Stagia. Because I love mum wagons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're my thing. So I was like, what can I do that I'm going to get more of and I know I can get more out of? It's going to be a Stagia.
Reliable.
Yeah.
Very interesting pick.
There's
I
a
like
lot of
that.
things, a lot of unique things you can do with them. And I
Absolutely.
don't think there's enough of them in Australia.
Couldn't agree
So,
more.
Yeah, that's...
I support this movement.
Yes.
Sell the Subaru now.
Sell it.
Why does it have to be import?
I would like it to, mainly because I want the original factor on it.
Okay.
And also the low mileage.
Yep.
I don't want it to have been thrashed by a mum or a people.
It's like a clean, good, clean title.
Yeah, I want something that's...
Don't pretend like Japanese drivers aren't out there hamming
They
these
may
cars.
just look very gentleman or.
You have to now. Tell me now what were you about to say.
Oh, there's not that. Nope.
What were you about to say?
A clean title stage is import. That's
Yeah.
what we'll stay to.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Tony. Okay, I was saying like those guys know how. I mean, they know how to fucking drive, right? I'm for the import, right? So do it. I'm just saying, like, would that be the reason why you get it? Because you think someone's not thrashed it?
No, it's more just the original factor.
Yeah,
Would
fair.
be like having the internals written in Japanese.
Yep.
Like, I don't want anything more than that.
Yeah, it
Like,
beats
that's
a,
what I want.
beats a Japanese number plate
Yeah.
that you can do here for sure.
And then especially with a lot of the stages over there, you can get all these packages that have come from factory already on the car that you cannot get here.
Yep.
That's another point where I would probably import it.
That I agree with. That is in like almost every single part of their culture. For people that don't know listening to this podcast, the Japanese obviously are very good at making things and sharing it with the rest of the world. However, when they make it for their own country, and I'm talking about like video games to cars to like, honestly, like certain types of food, they're very because they're so all about like maintaining their country and their presence and their health and like all this type of stuff. They make things unique, dedicated to their country that no one else in the world is allowed to get at all.
Exclusive to Japan only.
Unless you import it, obviously. So there's 100% like a factor to it that I'm all for.
Yeah.
Because you're right. There's like whether it's like a package that goes on there or just like unique things they did to like the hood or of like an AE86 or whatever. Like only the Japanese got that, man. So the El Presidente vehicles that I always forget the name of. What are they called again?
The crowns.
The crowns.
Yep.
I call them El Presidente vehicles. I'm sorry. Like we obviously like have a version of them. Their ones in Japan are even more hectic. Like they're gnarly. But yeah, I'd do this, please.
I really want to.
If you sold it, what would you want to sell it for?
The Foz.
Yeah, like how much?
What would you want, and what do you think is realistic, or people would want to pay for?
I have to factor in that it is auto, so that does take it off a little bit.
There might be a person out there who only wants auto.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would love them to come to me.
Dan only knows how to drive auto.
Oh, I know that. I've tried to offer him to teach him manual.
Don't worry, I think we have too.
I'd probably put it up for around 17 and a half, 18 mark.
Okay.
Mainly because of the body kit on there. That's going for $2,000 at the moment.
Yeah.
And this is original Japanese paint, so it's like you can't really get that unless you get aftermarket ones that are just, they're not the same fit.
Yep.
So I'll probably put it up for that. I think I'd probably get around 15 at the moment.
No, you'll get 18 and a half.
I would bloody hope so. The amount that's been in it. Like,
Positive thinking. Positive
Yes.
thinking. Well, you have put a lot of time and effort into it. You know what else you put a lot of time and effort into? And I've been waiting to ask you this all night.
oh no.
Is the event side of things. You're a bit of a hustler.
A little.
I met you through actually, you know where I met you? Oh no, maybe it was Street Freedom.
That's how I met as well.
I think
I remember meeting you, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't remember where I met you.
maybe, you know what? I think it was actually at the Endless East meet. You had a stand at the Endless East
yes.
meet and you were working the stand. And I
Yes.
remember you guys were there. I'm pretty sure that's where I met you in the Central Coast.
That would explain it. Yeah.
And then I remember you working your ass off with Street Freedom, which we'll get into in a second. But that's where I knew you from. You were hustling events. You were making a big deal out of everything. And that's how I attributed to that. I was like, oh, well, if it's Street Freedom, then you have to go speak to Loz like that. And I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
I think people just assume that, and I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Well, you've done that to yourself. But it's also kudos to, I suppose, the
All the
amount of
hard
work that actually goes into it then.
I think it was just because I was very active on it. Like, my background is events and marketing, so I think that's where I stepped it up a lot with them. I think that's where it went really big. I love being on Instagram and marketing out things, so I just put in so much effort trying to get it out there.
Yeah.
Getting my friends to come, getting their friends to come, and like just making a group where you could bring whatever you wanted, no one cared, and we could just drive after. And it didn't feel like everyone was segregated. It was just one big group.
Yeah.
That's what my thoughts were when I came into it.
Well, it was definitely massive, and I want to rip into it right now.
Yep.
Tony, do you want to start?
How did the whole thing start? Or how did you get involved in the whole thing? Because I remember the first meet, I didn't know what that I was told of. I didn't know anything about. It was a bunch of 4B mates, and they're like, "Let's go to this meet out Harboard or somewhere." And then we didn't even make it to the meet because Mr. Fun, mate, he was doing 3 wheelies around the roundabout and blew one of his axles, I think. So we didn't make it up there. So on the side of the road, pushed his car to the side, figuring I had to get it home. So we didn't make it to the first one. But how did it start with you? That was my...
I came into it when it was just a few guys who already made it. Yeah, and we ended up just deciding, hey, we want to get some more people involved. And I was like, cool, I can do that. Yeah, it was just gradually getting word of mouth out at first, getting people that I knew, and then eventually they would bring more people as well.
Yep.
And we're like, oh, we can't really manage this in a group chat. Like, this is getting too big. So we're like, oh, we'll make a Facebook page for it. And I ended up sharing it on my Instagram page, which was for my old Impreza. Yeah, and that got a lot of traction. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people were really interested in it, so they're like, oh yeah, we'll come down, and I don't know how it got so big from there. I really don't.
Well, it got awfully hairy, didn't it? How many people, like the biggest event, what was the biggest number do you reckon you had at one stage?
Oh, easily over 200 cars.
Yeah, easy.
It was like, I think we stopped counting at like 150. We were like, nah. Nah.
I remember going to the events and you try to go in. You go in late, you get events and you're like, you got to be late. So you roll in cool. You roll in.
Yeah, because you got to do the laps, right?
Yeah, the first thing I said, like, there's no car parks.
You have to
Exits
park.
that way. You got to park at the next car park down, and you're like, fuck, I didn't make it today.
Yeah. Or you just park in the middle, like.
Be a dickhead. It was, so yeah, I would agree. It was like over 200. At least like by the time when I was going there, I only ever went to like 2, I think. But funnily enough, that's like where I met Chris. That's where I met Dan. That's where I met.
Yeah.
I met Chris on the way to Street Freedom, which was like the first one that I was going to, and I only knew who he was is because of like the Holden community stuff. Much like Subaru, we band together like brothers and sisters. Like we're like fucking glue. Yeah. Everyone knows what everyone fucking drives in that series. It's just like, okay, that's Chris, that's Tom, that's Tony, that's that's Marco, that's Psycho. That's it's all that type of stuff. And I remember being outside of Macca's before I was going because I was fucking starving. And Chris comes up to me like out of nowhere. He's like, cool, yeah, man. And I'm like, that's a Chris. He's like, oh, I like the lights and all. And I was like, oh, cool. And he goes, yeah, that's mine. And I joined the knots immediately. I was like, oh, you're the dude I've seen at the fucking TY car park thing. And I was like, I've actually spoken to you. But it's cool. It was like a really nice sense of community off the back of that, because I've now started this amazing thing, Car Culture Australia, with some of those people who I've met off the back of your meet. So thank you. And it's just steadily growing. But I want to know the juice. I want to know. What
kind of juice?
I want to know. You don't have to give out names. I meant like I want to know juice of like some awfully hairy moments, like where you're going like, oh, I don't know if like we're gonna get in trouble for this, or like were there any accidents? What happened? You got any
no
good
accidents
stories?
that I know of, but I do remember specifically this one meet in Warriewood, and the 4B guys wanted to show off how big their lift and their tires and their wheels were.
That doesn't sound sound like them.
And I was like, how are you guys going to do that? They were driving up the poles in the car park, going on an angle.
What do you mean up the poles?
Like the cement poles that usually have like the little numbers on them. Yeah.
You know the pillars?
Yeah.
I think they were flexing on it, right?
They were flexing on that. Yeah. And I took a photo of it and I was like, this is so crazy. What are they doing?
Surely Warriewood and the police came after that. Went, oh, this is like
I think a lot later.
Yeah.
But no, nothing was damaged with that, I don't think.
They want to know
of. Then another meet, we went for a drive to Palm Beach, and one of the 4B guys also, he decided to drive on Palm Beach. On the sand.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I've been to Newcastle, Stockton Beach, man. I know how to do this.
Oh, he didn't let his tyres down, so he got stuck.
Oh, dumb motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a sign? to be careful of the 4B people.
Can I also
Including
put
myself.
in that night that they were driving up the walls? That was also the night that one of the 4B boys ran into the water pipe?
Oh, did they?
That was the same night that someone ran into the water pipe and burst the water pipe in that exact wall, and then they're like, we'll just drive up it. So they started driving up it.
Oh. I only saw them flexing over the cars, and I'm like, what is going on?
At that moment, Loz just like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. This is none of my business.
Playing it cool like you didn't know. Yeah. Nonchalant. That's weird, crazy. There were, I overheard some rumors, not rumors, just like there were fucking rowdy people, like people who probably shouldn't be driving. And it's got nothing to do with your event. I just mean like, and they would rock up and you'd be like, motherfucker, like just, you're
Like,
making this.
are they really? Yeah, there was a few people like that. And
Yeah.
we're like, why are you here?
Like that dude, I genuinely don't know his name and we probably won't say his name just for not giving him the satisfaction. He rocked up to the Street Freedom meet once, but he like lost his license 1,000,000 times, but then got it back, and then he was in the news, 9 News or whatever, for doing the skid all the way through the tunnel in Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was one of the mall meets.
yeah,
Yeah, that was probably the worst meet.
yeah.
Not in terms of size, but just how much shit came out of that one person doing something.
Back to
What
you
happened?
mean?
Sorry?
Back to like you guys, you mean?
Oh, just we would get spoken to like crap because we told them, can you like not do a burnout in the middle of
Right.
a car park? Like,
Yeah.
do it on the road. I don't care. That's your license.
Yeah.
But, you know, nicely, don't do it here. And he was just being a dick about it.
Yep, fair.
Yeah.
What did you say, Tony? Sorry?
Oh, I was saying, what did he do at that event? But
Yeah.
you guys just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just really stupid stuff.
Oh, sorry, man.
But it's good though. It's just interesting to hear all these funny stories.
It's
Like,
funny now.
Yeah, once you look at it now, it's like, oh,
Yeah, no stress off like your back now. Jesus.
Yeah, it was getting too much. Like, there's so much going on in my life. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, because like there's obviously coming to a close of like when Street Freedom was coming to an end, and from what I understand, like the police were starting to get heavily involved, knocking on doors.
On Reese's door, yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That was when we decided we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's putting our names in there, and we're not even the ones doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
So the wrong people were getting held accountable for stuff other people were doing.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's not worth it. Like, we need our license, we need our cars. We may as well just shut it down and not host any more meets and,
Yeah.
you know, go on drives with people who want to go, but
Yeah.
not host it to that capacity anymore. Yeah.
Well, you're always welcome at our fortnightly meets, mate. So, so go for it.
I've been pretty good the last two, so
Yeah.
I'm going to try to keep up a good...
Good record.
Good record, yeah.
Don't do burnouts.
I can't even.
Don't just like bring a skid pan out and start watering down like the car park.
Oh, Macca's trace.
Oh my God, those were the days. They don't have those anymore,
No,
right?
they should bring them back.
Yeah, fuck oath. They're gone though, right? Like Macca's trays are gone.
Oh, they're gone. I think it's because people were using it for that.
Yeah, God, that took them so long to get rid of that. That's been a trend for decades.
Sad. It's an end of an era.
It is an end of an era. So I want to know now, like, it came to a close, and in some way that's really sad because I feel like obviously you put a lot of time and effort into that. Would you do it again? And if so, what would you do differently?
I don't think I would do it again like that.
Yeah.
If I was to do anything with a group, it would honestly be like workshop stuff. So we're working on cars together, we're helping each other out, and then we actually cruise, not just hosting meets. I don't know. I think it's just my age at the moment where I'm like, I just want to work on my car with people.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you get the best connections with people.
Do you want a job at CCA? Do you want to know what we do?
There's many roles that can be fulfilled.
We're also in the moment of looking at buying a drift car, and I just so happened to look at your shirt and it says Drift School.
Yes.
What are you drifting? The Subaru?
No. I literally just went there. Like, I bought my boyfriend a day out to go drifting.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, sick.
Yeah, that was a little Valentine's present.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, so he loved that. He's been wanting to go for ages. So he went there, and I was like, it is 40 degrees. I am not going in there. I'm going to have a stroke. So I just watched him do it, and it looks so much fun. So I'll definitely get to it in probably winter.
Yeah, for
But,
sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it together. Let's all go.
Yeah.
Did he say so I'm so for schools, track school, drift school, just driving school. Like, people will learn so much more about their car and what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
But doing that, I'm so for it.
Yeah.
Did he say anything about what he learned after going to drift school?
That you can actually trust yourself in a different car. Because he had a Falcon, I think something I can't remember what he had, but he'd never driven one of them before, and he was just chucked in this car, and he's like, I don't know how to drive it. It's rear-wheel drive. Like, what am I doing? So it took a few times, but in the end, it looks so much fun. And they
nailed
actually, sorry,
He nailed it from that one session.
oh, at the end, yeah, he was going really good. Yeah, and the guy in the car apparently just teaches you actual techniques and doesn't stop until you get it right.
Yeah, when a professional's in your ear and you're learning from the best.
Yeah. And then when you're actually doing well, he was like, no, just keep going. Just keep on doing it. You're having so much fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was just watching that and I was like, I'm definitely
now
gonna
you're
do
doing it.
now it's your turn to buy me one.
It's like, I'm not waiting till next Valentine's Day, motherfucker. Like,
Birthday's coming up.
Birthday, anniversary, Christmas, everything.
Tony,
One of them.
you're a shit work husband, mate. Where's my gift?
Oh, shit. My bad. I might not be able to get you to drive, and I'll get you a passenger ride.
Passenger Prince, baby. Let's do it. Oh, fuck. Oh, I would love to do it. And you know what? I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. I'm going to do it too. Let's see if we can all do it together. We'll just go out, have a bit of fun, just get into it, because I know fuck all about drifting. Like, don't get me wrong. I've had a lot of rear-wheel drive cars, and I've done a lot of donuts in my time and sent it, but that doesn't mean I know shit about drifting. I want to, we're trying to all chip in together right now and buy a drift car, because I think it'd be awesome for all of us to work on it together and then all learn how to do it. Liam's technically our drift king. Okay. So, and he's, to be honest, really good at it. So I don't want to just rely on him to teach us all how to drift.
I think the school's very beneficial then.
Yeah.
I approach all the schools. It's like learning from a professional and doing it in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
So much fucking better.
Yeah.
100%. Do it.
I was watching the other people there who were doing the more higher up courses, so they've had a bit more experience, and they were going at it, getting so close to the wall, and I'm like, oh my God, are you sure you need this? But I think they just do it for fun.
Yeah.
They can actually do it and not get pulled over.
Did you ask, are you sure, do they need it? Is that what you just said? Are you sure you need this in your life?
I don't know, as in
Are you sure you need to get that close to the wall?
Oh, right. Okay. I was like, yeah, they need it. They need this.
I was standing right there and they were right.
Close.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh.
Soon they'll be doing the bottle cap thing where it's they drift and it's on
Tap
the wall.
it.
It's just,
Yeah.
I would love to do that. We'll get the Miata once it's done being a little track whore.
Yes.
Oh, it's good. I watch this TikTok. There's a drift instructor I watch, and then he literally brings out full-time beginners, and like you're saying, by the end of the day, they know what they're doing, and they could probably link up turns, link up angles, and you're like, is it really true? I can do it too. So, no, it's good.
It's like going from drawing stick figures on a page to drawing the Mona Lisa.
Deal. Nah, we'll do that. It's in the plan. It's in the schedule. We'll make it happen.
I can attest this, actually, just converting this into the track now. So I raced at the White Line Tarmac Rally the other night. Sick event, awesome, amazing drivers, workshop and just general people just giving it a proper punt. amazing cars. Like all different types of cars were involved in making this happen. Obviously, the Evos and the Subarus were hammering it through, just given how like hectic the obstacle course was, because it's everything at Eastern Creek, but not Sydney Motorsport Park itself. So it's not the actual Grand Prix track. It's everything else around it, and they set up obstacles, and it's so much fun. I was in a car with our proper race track driver for Pro Speed, who races Subinats and all that type of stuff, who is fucking phenomenal. He is absolutely incredible. He's been racing for decades, so he knows exactly what he's doing. When I got in this car with this man, I know he is good, but when you get in a car with a dude who knows exactly what he's doing with decades of experience, it'll fucking knock your socks off, eh? You go, holy shit. All I could think of was I felt completely safe. Like I was amazed at what the car could do and what he knew he could make the car do. It's got amazing brake systems, amazing suspension, like AST suspension. It's freaking incredible. But like when he decided to brake and when he decided to turn and when he was doing stuff, I was like, oh,
Mind blown.
I was like, I would brake way back there. Like,
Yeah. I've got a mate who kind of the same thing. He doesn't have decades of experience. He's our age.
yeah.
But he's got a Supra in the beaches. So, yeah.
Living that high life.
Yeah. He hasn't. I think he. Oh no, he's turboed it. But we all went out for a drive down Pack one night, and he was
Alternative safe route is what we call that road now. Just so. Yeah.
Okay.
What? ASR.
ASR, alternate safe route
Self-rising.
road. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
We're trying to keep the road alive.
Yeah. Less cameras. Less speed limits.
Less cameras. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we went down that road, and he was like, "Oh, you should hop in and actually feel what the car is like." And I had never been in a front-wheel drive car, like, to that extent. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. See how it is. Went over a speed, like, a bridge, got air, and he went around all these crazy corners, and I'm like, what just happened? I was like, I can drive, but, like, you can drive.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Just the amount of trust he had in his car. And I was like, I want to be like that.
Yeah. That key word keeps coming up, the trust.
Yeah.
Ashton said it best, I reckon. He's the one who's led this forward. It's like learning how to trust the material that's underneath you. I was like, mate, write a book. Like,
Become a philosopher.
he'll be teaching drift school and track school soon. So, but it's resonated literally every single time someone else has said, and you've just used the word now, and you're like, fuck. Mm-hmm. Teaches you a thing or two. I'm scared to get this Miata, man. Like once it's turboed, I know I'll be last, but I don't really care about that. But I definitely want to, I want to race in the MX-5 Cup.
Yeah.
That's kind of the plan.
We'll make that happen. I want to see you in there.
Yeah, I want to be a part of this just because all I could think was what could I get that was affordable, relatable, and easy to work on, and also looks sick, and I would love it.
Yeah.
MX-5 NB. Well, I would have loved a Honda S2000, but I couldn't afford one of those. So
They're crazy expensive now.
you're telling me. But if you want to get involved in the 350Z build, we're right here. We're looking for one. We all want to chip in, and the more people that are in it, the easier it is for everyone. It doesn't have to be an amazing car because we're clearly all going to be hopeless at drifting at the start. I mean, everyone can speak for themselves.
I would love to do a Civic.
A Civic?
A Civic?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think there is so much potential with it. Mm-hmm. And they're cheap as anything. You could literally just get a shell and build it from scratch.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's throwing out a few
K24 engine.
There you
K-swap
go.
it.
Yep.
Thoughts out there.
K24 engine turbo.
As we've always said, K-swap the world.
K-swap the Miata. K-swap a Subi. K-swap the Holden.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
They're just bulletproof. You got any questions for us? Or Tony? Or me? Or Dan? Or
Why did you guys want to start car culture? Like, what was your story? I don't actually know it.
personally?
You got this one.
I just saw it come up and I'm like, oh, fuck, okay.
Oh, but
Like-
every guest comes on and asks us this question.
Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I like it though because people want to know how it started.
Because it just kind of came out of nowhere, and we were like, "Oh, why?" Like,
yeah, so there's a lot that's been working on in the background.
okay,
And it's yet to come to life because I'm scared. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so like we also don't want to be behind schedule on anything we do. So like we have like a million ideas of different like YouTube and TV series and all this type of stuff, and that's all like awesome. But there's a time and place when all of that comes out.
Yeah.
So.
exactly.
Long story short, it's a media production house like Donut for Australia that we're trying to build here. We have been busy
Okay.
in the background, filming to get it to a point where then we're like release, and eventually have a show schedule where it's like Monday to Friday every day, for like every week, a
Wow,
different
okay.
show. So Robin's got her show. Chris and I work in the MX5 series. We have the podcast. Potentially something that we just decided to announce last week, which will just come to fruition probably a lot quicker than anything else and come out before anything else, is the go-kart series track championship, which we released a reel about on Monday.
The amount of attraction it got.
And honestly, thank you to all the clubs that have already said, I'm in. Put your money where your mouth is. Thank you. It's fucking on. There's some amazing things that we're filming, long story short, and I can't wait to share it with the world. And it's just a bit of fun. And the whole idea of CCA is just to bring everyone together. That's it. So we just want to do this show with you, with a like-minded person in Queensland, a like-minded person in WA. Do we announce the live version of this or not?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Once we confirm it 100%, we can.
Okay,
Not yet.
so like there's big things in the works,
Okay.
and it's
That's exciting.
It's slowly coming out, and hats off to Dan and the boys and Reese and stuff who are heading, and Ashton who are heading like the event side of things, because that's probably what you would be more frequent with and what you're known, and obviously what we're sharing on Instagram and stuff, and that again is just another point of just sharing love with the community and just making things fun just like they used to be, because it's not like that anymore.
Yeah,
And
that's what our aim was with Street Freedom.
yeah.
We wanted to have the car scene alive in the beaches again
Yeah.
because it just wasn't existing.
Yeah.
So we're like, if we lose our license over it, oh well.
Yeah.
At least we brought people together.
So I don't just want to do that to the northern beaches.
Yeah.
I want to do that to the whole of the country. So this is our way of being able to do that. So if I can
really
connect
cool.
both the physical element to what we do and the production element of what we do, no matter what point you look at it, I've got someone to talk to, whether they be a workshop or a brand or someone who just fucking loves their car and have decked it inside out just like you, and they're just humble and they're just some dude who lives in the back end of Darwin. Like, I don't know. But it's for everyone. That's what I say. It's community driven. Like, that's probably the biggest difference between us and like any show that you've seen before, like Mighty Car Mods or anything like that. There are heroes we aspire to be that, but it is just the community side that's never been done before. So let's
Yeah.
just share it with everyone. Like, when I feel like we're not tough to talk to. Like, I'll have a laugh with anyone.
Yeah.
I love drinking.
There's man and there's alcohol.
Oh yeah, I'll have a beer with anyone, man. Like, I don't care. But that's it. Like,
It's awesome.
so you're right. It just came out of nowhere. But in secret, it's been slowly building.
Okay.
Yeah. But the three people in
cool.
this room is how it all started.
That's cool.
Yeah. Dan, for everyone who can't see him on screen right now.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, we're a team of 13, 14.
14. Poll today was 14.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
So yeah, and everyone has like a role and a pivot moment, and like, yeah, it's perfect. And I don't know how big it's going to be.
Yeah. Like more people are allowed to join and be involved in the family.
That's it. That's CCA, man. Like, that's you'll see more and more come out, and like we try to do smaller initiatives just to grow and keep things good. Tony's first Real Cars Real People came out the other day. It went off. People love it. So we're essentially, I'm all for ideas. If you've got ideas, I'm totally for it. Like just any like little niche, unique little things where it's like it's simple, easy to do, and it's a way for us to engage with someone and get them on screen and make them feel special about their car or what it is they're doing. Maybe they're learning how to drift like your boyfriend. Like that's cool. Like that's a journey. A dude, actually, you know what? Here's a shout out to a person who actually reached out to us the other day. The people who reach out to us are fucking, it's really starting to pull some heartstrings, eh? There is a guy, I fucking forget his name right now, so apologies, dude, but I hope I'll have him on the podcast one day. There's a guy who just reached out to us, and he's building, I guess let's just call it a track car, but he's building this car, and he wants to drive from Australia all the way to Ireland. And,
Wow.
and he wants to like race it across, and I was like, get on my fucking podcast, right? But like, I would love to track that journey, get him on before, middle, and at the end. That would be fucking epic. I'd love to have a yarn with that dude.
Yep.
That sounds like a beer to me.
That'd be sick.
For sure.
We get stuff all the time, and I love seeing and hearing that shit because, yeah, it's fucking makes us just want to keep doing this, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selfishly, this is my way of also driving on every track in the country.
Yeah. I can understand that. I can really understand that.
If it means that I can somehow weave my way into every race course, I'm there. I'm making it happen.
Keep doing
I'm bringing
it.
you all with me. I'm telling you, we're all driving it. Like, but yeah, that's it, man.
That's Ace in a nutshell, essentially.
That's cool.
Your love for cars.
It's a good story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do something like this. I suppose the only thing I've never really said before is, like, personally, I'm from the media production world and property. Like, that's so... I used to do a lot of property podcasts. I used to do a lot of, like, marketing and all that type of stuff. So I'm very attuned to, like, sort of how this works and what goes on. And I was somewhat successful in those endeavors. And I just thought to myself, like, oh, well, why don't I ever do this for myself? And I just never did. I actually wanted to do something like this, but for a completely different industry. I actually wanted to do it for the gaming industry in Australia and New Zealand. And I started making my way and like paving through it. And I started speaking to Nintendo and like the guys at Bethesda, of which have a fucking sick office in Manly. I've never seen a bunch of tanned gamers in my entire life. Because all they do is bring their computers outside. They have this mad balcony and they just sit in the sun in Manly all fucking day. It's the coolest bunch of people ever. When you go up the elevator, when it opened, there was a gigantic, I don't know how much, I don't know if you play games, but do you know what Skyrim is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we play it.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So you know the Dragonborn and the armor and shit. When you come up the elevator and it opens, there's a fucking gigantic Dragonborn statue that is taller than the lift. It like goes up to this roof and it towers over you as you walk out. I was like, I fucking love this place.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was there.
No, you wouldn't. You'd have no clue. I don't know if they've moved, but like, yeah, I probably shouldn't divulge where the address is. But I wanted to do something very similar, like what we're doing right now for this. I just wanted to do it for the gaming industry, but I just didn't have the right network. I didn't have enough. Yeah, I didn't have enough to be able to make it happen on my own. And I was like, this is something you need a team for.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
'Cause
coming from mine, you need a team. You cannot do it by yourself.
No way. Like,
It's too much.
I'm not Alana Pierce. Like, I can't fucking pull this shit off by myself and move to America and be a huge hit success. So it's like, it just wasn't in the cards for me. Plus, I wanted to do it here. I had no interest in moving to America. I like, cool place, awesome. But I was like, Australia's like filled with so much opportunity. It's right with opportunity. You go anywhere else in the world, Japan, America, England, like all these places, dude, they're technological phenomenons. Like all the shit that they do over there, the way they think and how quick and fast things is, especially PR and marketing, and you bring that shit back here, you're on a whole nother level compared to everyone else because everyone's so laid back and they're at their speed, and you're like, nah, fuck this. Yeah. When you see that shit and you get a taste for it and you understand, you go, holy fuck.
I've been living on this shell.
Yes. Yes. And you get very complacent. And that's fine because this country's awesome. But there's so much opportunity and so much business to be made here. Okay. And it's early adopters that will fucking make it happen. Tony's much the same. He'll speak for himself. But like this man was famous. He was a vlogger. He was the international vlogger. No. Running multiple accounts. Like he's a hustler.
Social media. Management in short form.
Yeah.
So I used to do a lot of vlogs, traveling, going out when the vlogging scene just started. So I was very well knowing what I was doing on the social media side, how to get the views up, pretty much social media in general, everything. And then my love for cars, got the resources, workshop, and I was like, let's just throw everything together. Meeting these two gentlemen here, and then stars aligned, so we're like, let's make it happen. And then CSL started.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? What I want to know is what next for you. You're thinking about getting a new car, so which means you have to sell the Foz.
Yes, but I don't think it'll be in the next year or two.
Okay.
I've got a little bit more I want to do with the Foz, and like I want to take it to I want to take it to the track, and I want to experience a bit more in it now that I've gotten a bigger tune. Like I'm hitting numbers, so
what number are you hitting, by the way?
220. That's just with the little VF.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's not a blouch. So.
No, mate, it's still very reasonable. Like, I don't think that's a small number just for like what you have. Like, it's great.
It's a mum wagon that's like 1.9 tons.
Yeah, it's great.
Why is it hauling that much? But yeah, no, it's great. I think it's sitting at about 650 newton meters too.
Mad.
So it's got a kick.
Yeah, mad. Let's see if we can give it slightly more if we convert it to a manual.
I think I would get about 40 more.
Yeah, because if you upgrade your diff as well.
Yeah, especially if I go 6-speed too. Like, that's just going to knock it straight up. So.
Yeah, more reliable, more power.
Yeah,
the
have
delivery.
To get a retune for that. So
yes, you will.
Bigger numbers.
Bigger numbers.
More figures.
Yeah. Completely, would you say different driving style?
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different.
Stronger diff.
Like, even being in...
You're more in control.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I drive Matt's Liberty, which is a manual, most days. And, like, the control you have in the car, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going around corners and I'm like, why can't I hit this in my car? But if I did that in the Foz, like, I would be in the wall. There was just no way. Yeah, being able to control it, to actually get it to a gear and not want to just shut down, great.
All right, so these are good things. Good things happen to the Foz. You want to track the car. You're invited to everything we're doing. So be there or be square. You're not going to hide from the car scene, are you? You're going to be more involved, or what are you?
Yeah, well, now that whole issue was sorted, with that company and person, I'm definitely a lot more able to do that.
Matt, well, I want you out more. Tony, do you want her out more?
100%.
Yeah, fuck oath.
I've got a better job as well, so I'm able to actually accommodate more outside of work, which is great.
Yeah, 100%.
More attendances.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's make it happen. Let's give you a quota. Let's. You have to attend.
XX amount of events.
No, honestly, mate, you're an absolute pleasure to be around. And every time I've ever had an engagement with you, or just see you at an event, or just have a yarn, or like you're a diamond to be around. Yeah. And I think you got a cool car. Thank you. I'd love to see where you grow from here.
Same.
Yeah.
It's only just getting started.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Fresh start.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm looking at this year for it. So I'll see where it goes.
If people want to find you, where can they find you?
On Instagram mostly.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just at PHA_447. So, yeah, just Phat.
Yeah.
Just search it. You'll find it.
Yeah. PH and bam. Like
It's the only one that. It's the only one that has it. So, yeah.
the only one that's I know who has it is Kylie. Kylie's and her SSV.
This
Is it
Phat as.
Yeah, is F45? Whatever.
Kylie. PHA 45F.
We'll let her say it when she comes into the potty.
Yep.
But
Yep.
she's the only one I know like you with the similar
Phat.
number plates, and I'm like, I like it. Fat ass.
It's so sleazy as well.
Yeah.
I guess
Dan, come on, you were supposed to be. That was it.
I gave you that one, Dan.
That was it.
I was your only goal for today.
I'm gonna have to edit that in. No, I'm kidding.
Cut that 2 seconds out.
Oh, Loz, man, it has been awesome having you on this potty.
Thanks for having me.
Would you do it again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I reckon we get you back on after you've nailed out a few track sessions. Maybe you got straight into drifting. I don't know, but let's
Back
just-
on.
yeah.
Give us that track experience. It's all about bringing
Oh,
the
yeah.
streets to the track.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at doing track this year.
Sick. We'll
Nice.
make it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, we'll tell you enough about it. So
Yeah, you guys host it. I'll come.
that's the idea. Tony, do you want to sign us out?
Oh, well.
Okay, I will.
It's been a long day.
Missing a two brain cells.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the track. Like, when are we doing the first track? Because we're only talking about the other night. It's like, when's our next track? Cars are in the making. Cars are in the process.
Well, we've got our Easter cruise coming up, which I suppose by the time this comes out, it's already going to be over.
already
But I'm
happening.
very, very excited for that. Are you going to come to that?
I should be able to, so I'm not
Yeah.
going anywhere. So,
Easter car hunt.
Yeah. 4 people listening to this podcast.
how does that work? The Easter car.
Well, Dan. No, actually, you know what? You're off camera. I want you to say this live on camera because I'm going to make him do a post.
Yeah. Dan
so-
will run through an explanation of the event and how it works.
Awesome.
Dan was so organised yesterday. I loved it. I've never seen him in action like this before. It was fucking phenomenal.
Changed man.
Changed man.
Completely.
And last night he held a meeting and he ran us through the whole rules and how it's going to work. It's going to be fucking sick. It's going to be in a certain location. I'm not going to give away suburbs. I'm not going to give away any of this stuff because he's put a lot of time and effort into it, but he's put infrastructure behind it, which will have certain keywords and like a little puzzle involved to help you along the way, where I can't remember if it's every 15 or 20 minutes. There's going to be essentially like a new set of keywords or like a new subtraction of stuff to help you hone in on where... Am I allowed to say what you're trying to find?
Yeah.
Okay, you're trying to find a car, like an amazing car, and we've hidden it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone,
awesome.
everyone is going to be racing around within a certain gridlocked area that's like cordoned off. So everyone gets a map and everyone gets instructions, and it's going to be super, super easy, super, super fluid. And it's the goal. There's 3 prizes, and it's whoever gets it first, second, third. To find it is obviously first, second, third. So it's going to be hidden in a location. Someone's got to find it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's unique. I have not heard of that before.
That's what. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a different idea. It's a new one.
Yep.
But if people want to come to more of an easy event, mid-May, we'll be running one big cruise. Big plans for it. It will also be announced by the time this podcast goes live. So check out our Facebook, Instagram, post will be on there. Read all the details about it. Exact locations will announce closer to date because we don't want any unwanted attention.
Yep.
So there's that one. We still have a fortnightly meets, local meets, and we'll always still be at events on the weekend. So you come say hi to us there. We're all friendly people. But for everyone that stayed till the end, thank you very much for listening. If you want to follow us, we're on all the social media platforms.
You can tell he's thinking about it. Like, what am I going to say next?
Car Culture Australia on all the social media platforms. And let's just make it short and simple today.
Yeah, Dude, Where's My Car can be found and streamed and watched on every single platform that you can think of. So please like, share, subscribe, rate it, 5-star it. I don't know. All the platforms do different things now. But please go and do that, because then it tells us, obviously, if we're doing a good job or not. But there's also polls and questions on there, so you can actually tell us what you want, what guest you want, what do you want to hear more of, what do you want to tell me.
Yep.
Because it comes into our inbox. So
keep nominating those clubs for the go-kart challenge. We've had heaps of people setting clubs in. More the merrier. So get more clubs in.
Yeah.
And we'll get in touch with them.
I almost wanted to call out maybe a few more, considering we called them out last time and they all responded.
Oh, there's heaps. The amount of comment sections, private messages, there's a lot out there. Details will be shared real soon about that event.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a wrap for today.
Awesome.
Thank you, Loz.
Thank
It's been
you.
the best.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Till then, see you.
See you.